Okay, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jim, and here we're talking about today about cryptocurrency and money and stuff like that. And basically, our Grayscale Trust and BCHG and BCH, LTCN, and so forth. Okay, what do we got here? We got it's markets been going sideways. Boy, 108,611. It's been going from 108 to a little bit 109, back to 108 again for the last almost 7 days. It came back up about a week ago, but it stayed there. It staying sideways. However, I do notice that some of the altcoins like Ethereum, in the last 7 days, it's risen. The markets, of course, were down for the last 2 or 3 days, and just going sideways, basically. But Ethereum is at 5%, where Bitcoin is 1.5%. It's doing better than Bitcoin. XRP is doing better than Bitcoin. A lot of these Tron 2.7% doing better. Dogecoin 5.81 doing better than Bitcoin. Cardano 5.7. Sui 6.29. Bitcoin Cash has gone down a little bit. However, in the last 24 hours, it's gone back up to the 500s. It was like 490, 480 yesterday, the day before. But it's coming back, so hopefully it goes back the way it was. Chainlink 3.29, Stellar 7.23, ahead of Bitcoin. So we're back to the way it was. Even though Bitcoin is just basically going sideways, the altcoins are they're continuing their trend from last week. So. That's positive. That's very positive that we got this going. Let's look at our Grayscale Trust. It's 9:30 in the morning here, Central Time. Horizon is up 11%. Nice gain. Zcash Trust is up 6.6%. Grayscale Bitcoin Cash. Well, it's up on... what? 5? Is that a 5 or a 4? That's a 5. 5.3. So here again is the case. Okay, let's go to the troll box. Let's see what my trolls are saying today. Okay. BCH. This is Joseph Scott. He's left a few messages before. BCH, the underlying asset has been up to 503, but seeing no response moves from BCHG. See, this is how it goes sometimes, and this is what I've noticed in the last few years that I noticed that Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Grayscale do not go up in price perfectly together. Sometimes they, one gets ahead of the other. Eventually, they kind of even out, and that's what I've noticed long term. So you're gonna have that. You're gonna see BCHG going up like crazy, or like today, BCHG going up 5%, while the other one is still, kind of lagging behind the native BCH. So. Yeah, don't let that kind of fool you. That I know that there's a lot of people that don't like the trusts, but hey, it is what it is for now. The best thing that I can do at the moment, I don't know. I think BCHG has a better chance of going further, rising higher than BCH. That's why I'm kind of still sticking around. I'm half and half. So I'm half and half. Half BCH and half BCHG. I want both. I want the rise in BCHG, but I also want the security, perhaps, of BCH. Um, and it all depends how it rises. If BCH or both, if they both rise, I would just, sell. Like I say, I'm gonna sell some of it, and probably keep some of it, and it may go even higher than we ever hoped, because BCH has a LTC also. The natives, they have a, I would say, XLM also. They have a great big chance of them moving to the 10 spots. I also like Dash, Monero, of course, and there's a few others too. I'm not putting anything down, but there's a few others that could come back and be, the OGs, and they're gonna be contending with Bitcoin. Right now, you got that Michael Saylor with Bitcoin. What if somebody, another company becomes they start buying up LTC because they think that LTC is gonna do better than Bitcoin, so they just start. And what's they're going to do to the price of LTC? XRP and TRX and all those. Personally, I don't like them, but they're also there. They're also contending, but not for the right reasons. I don't like them for I mentioned why a few times. I like these other ones because they have a better, I don't know, base. If I can say base. I've talked about it before. Let's go back to the troll box. See what these trolls are. I know I don't answer my messages right away, but, I send you some love here. I know you left messages before, Joseph. I appreciate it. Play keep pro. Play like a pro. Could you do an update and opinion on potential of BCHG? I already have many times. Potential of BCHG is. I can do something really quick in a second. The Grayscale Trust are doomed. We've all been bamboozled. Oh, bamboozled. I'm only kidding. Sending you some love. Hopefully you buy some BCHG. I know that it sucks, and we've been going years without any returns. If anything, we're down in the dumps right now, and shit. So am I. Guys. I am. It's like I'm squeezing every freaking month to just get by, and I'm not taking my money out of here because if I did, I would put it in my wealth generator. Altogether, I think it's like, I don't know, maybe 100,000 that I may have. Probably not that much. Maybe 80,000 at the moment. They went down, since last year, and I had a chance to sell, but I didn't. Anyways, that's besides the point. But I could take my money out, but the returns, if they come within the next, I don't know, like I say, something may happen real soon in the next, within a month or so, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months, something big. I'm thinking Bitcoin may just hit, may go up a lot more than it is. We're just kind of on the way just to see what's. We may get a mad rush come August, when everybody returns to work from vacations, and they want to get in. And I haven't seen like stock the stock market has gone up, but the big movers have just been not moving like the other years. They were doubling, tripling, and within a year just about. They haven't been doing that. They've only been very conservative at maybe like 25% or so a year. Nvidia and all those, they're not really, Nvidia is just stuck, and a lot of these other ones are just stuck. Maybe that money is on weights to be put into maybe cryptocurrency. I don't know. I don't have the data how much people where the money is. I'm just guessing. So this is not like it's just a guy talking in a room, and I piss in the corner. But I'm giving you something for you to for you to have. Within reason, right? I'm trying to be reasonable. I'm not making all these predictions. Oh, it's gonna go to 1 million. How the hell is anybody gonna know? Possibility, yeah. If people if everything goes into bitcoins and altcoins, and if we go into that route, possibility, yeah, it's there. Probably not that fast. Probably with time, and we probably just get away with we do away with fiat currencies. Okay, so yeah, I know what you're saying, and just take a little BCHG or what's the other one? FileG. Take some of that and buy some of it. Just a little, just two. So you feel better, I know you're probably one of the people that left about 6 months ago, and there was another one. There was another mutiny about 2 or 3 months ago, I think, but it was smaller. And I noticed on the views, people just stop. They're pissed off and they leave. This is not like the stock market. This is not like something that's gonna happen overnight, but it can. It really can. It could. Tomorrow morning you may wake up and your portfolio's gone up through the roof. It happens that way. So it's just a matter of wait. It's trading. You're trading, and you're trading long term. When you trade, usually people like to trade and right away make a couple dollars, right? So they trade daily, they're traders. Some trade over a minute, 2 minutes, those scalpers. And then you have mid traders. They trade over days. And then you have people sort of like me, just trade over years. And the rewards are huge if you just kind of just wait. I know you're pissed off, but yeah. Okay, so let's look at something else. Since we're here, let's look at we were looking at the Grayscale Bitcoin Cash 5% on BCHG. Horizon also is Ccash is up. Like I say, Filecoin. That would be a really. I would buy more if I had, but I can't anymore. Gold is down $30, so things are okay in the world. Usually, when gold goes up, there's trouble in the world. Let's look at my account real quick. And okay, what happened here? I didn't roll the CEG option. It was exercise, so I sold 100 shares yesterday. I did make like 600, but well, actually I lost. I did lose like $1,200, so I was able to recoup about 600 or so. I wish it would have. Yeah, but look, like CEG is down 655, and if I would have kept those, I it comes out of my pocket. Uh, in order now, if it crashes, I'm really screwed, and they're gonna sell everything if I don't sell. So that's what I don't like about options, short ones. I like the long term, the what do you call them, yearly. What are they called? I forget the name. The yearly options, they're the best. They're more expensive, but long term, unless you're really into the market for you're a scalper. Nothing to look at here really. The thing that I was going to show somebody was BCHG, which is right here. Okay, 5.71 on the BCHG. It's up to 376, so it's up 20 cents today. It's doing good. LTC, and also it's been over the $7 mark for a few weeks now, and BCHG has gotten over that $3.22 that some people sold at. Let's look at the potential really quick that I mentioned. Grayscale BCHG, guys. This is a chart. Let's look at the 5-year. Okay. Now, it only goes back to the 2021, and BCH. That fork happened a little before this. So BCH came to be. Actually, it was, but they renamed it, and somebody else got the Bitcoin name, and BCHG became BCHG Cash, Bitcoin Cash. So looking at this, I mean, I look at the highest amount here, $60. Okay. From right now it's 370. Right now we're at 370 or so. The potential is, this $60. Can it reach $60 from here? That's like how many times is that? That's like 1,000%. The other thing is that BCHG is moving into the number 10 spot, which tells you that, looking at the volume also, I mean, here you have pretty low volume, but it was high. Over here, volume picked up. People were buying it up from all these sellers here. And then we got that winter till right about here it started picking up. Right here it picked up. The volume is increasing right about here. Let's see. Yeah, you're watching this. The volume is increasing here compared to here. You can't see the whole screen. Sorry about that. I don't know how to fix it. So the volume is increasing. It's dropped off a bit, but we have more volume here than we had all the way over here. So that kind of tells you something. Now, let's say it reaches the top 10 spot. It's going to be in the limelight. It's going to be on stage. It's not going to be on, behind the stage, so to speak. It's going to be on stage. It's not the front man, but it is going to be on front. The possibility of it going even higher than this, it's a lot greater. That's basically what I see about BCHG. No rocket science behind it. Just a glimpse at these, and what they did in the past, what it can do now. It did do this in 2024 in about April. April 1st, 2024, it did this. So it was down here at 31 cents, and it climbed up to $17.91. That's a huge gain, guys. Okay, we're back down. Gonna go back up to here, which is still a nice gain, but the gain could be bigger than this. In other words, because over here you're at, and you can't see that all over here because the screen doesn't show it, but it was higher at $60. That's the all-time high over here, $60. So yeah, it could reach this 370. Let's say 400%, 425% or so, easily. Within maybe another, like I say, another maybe month, maybe 2 months. I don't think more than 3 months, but certainly come. I said August. I'm sorry, September. I meant to say September. September comes around. That's when things are gonna kick. Not August. Then again, it's like maybe people get ahead. Maybe people already took their vacations and they just want to stay home, and a lot of people are not going out as much as before because Europe is not what it was. It's been taken over by the people that we fought to keep out for the last 2,000 years, and everybody's in. Anyways, that's another thing for another day. So yeah, easily this could just shoot up at least, or at least double from here. Either way, we're kind of like in a little winter here, just like over here. So that's what I think. For sure we're gonna hit this, and most likely we're gonna hit this over here. Come once we get Grayscale going, the altcoin season going. So that's all I got for you guys today. And hope you have a good day, and let's hope for a good week. Take care. Bye bye.